Okay, sixth question. 2.76 grams of silver carbonate on strong heating leaves a residue of how many grams? Leaves a residue of weighing how many grams, right? So 2.76 grams of silver carbonate on strong heating leaves a residue which weighs how many grams, right? Okay. So silver carbonate Ag2CO3 on strong heating, it leaves a residue of silver. Simultaneously, carbon dioxide and oxygen will be evaporated out. Okay. Silver carbonate on strong heating gives silver plus carbon dioxide plus half mole of oxygen. Okay, then silver carbonate molecular weight will be 276. So 276 grams on strong heating, 276 grams on strong heating gives 2 into 108 grams of silver as residue. So after removing gases, whatever left is called residue. So 276 grams on strong heating gives 2 into 108 grams of silver. Then 2.76 grams of silver carbonate on strong heating gives how much? So 2.76 into 2 into 108 divided by 276, you're getting 0.1. So 2 into 1.08, that's equal to 2.16 grams. Okay, this is our sixth question. Now coming to the seventh question. Right. So the seventh question is, listen, how many grams of potassium chlorate is decomposed? How many grams of potassium chlorate is decomposed to get sufficient oxygen to oxidize 9 grams of aluminum into aluminum oxide or alumina? So this is the question. How many grams of potassium chlorate is decomposed to get sufficient oxygen to oxidize 9 grams of aluminum into aluminum oxide? Okay, first you just go through the potassium chlorate decompose करके उसको जो ऑक्सीजन मिल जाता है वहीं से अल्यूमिनियम को ऑक्सीडाइज करना पड़ेगा. So 4Al plus 3O2 gives rise to 2Al2O3. This is the equation for the oxidation of aluminum. Okay. Now 4 into 27 grams of aluminum require 3 moles of oxygen. 4 into 27 grams of aluminum require 3 moles of oxygen. Then 9 grams of aluminum can oxidize how much? So 9 into 3 by 4 into 27. So 9 threes are 27. So 27 get cancelled. So how much you are getting? 1 by 4. 1 by 4 matlab 0.2 mole 25, sorry, 0.25 mole of oxygen is required. Okay. Now you have to go through this potassium chloride decomposition. 2 KClO3 gives rise to 2 KCl plus 3O2. So 2 into 122.5 grams KClO3 on decomposition gives 3 mole oxygen. तो 0.25 मोल ऑक्सीजन के लिए कितना पोटेशियम क्लोराइड को डिकम्पोज करना है? सो 2 into 122.5 into 0.25 by 3. Okay, so 122.5 into 0.5 by 3. 122.5 by 0.5 into 3. So by solving this, you will get the answer. So approximately how much you are getting? So 122.5 into 0.5 by 3. see approximately 20.41 grams, right? I used a calculator, right? But you can better to do on your own, so that it will be good at exam to answer the question as fast as possible. Okay, so this is our yeah, seventh question, right? Now coming to that eighth question, please. राइट, एट्थ क्वेश्चन. सो ए सिंपल, कभी कभी ऐसा भी क्वेश्चन आ जाता है सिंपल, बट कभी कभी कंफ्यूजियस लगता है. ठीक, सी हाउ मेनी grams of carbon dioxide is liberated? How many grams of carbon dioxide is liberated by heating sodium carbonate at STP. So STP matlab standard temperature and pressure. Usually you can take 0 degrees Celsius and 1 atmosphere, right? So these are the standard conditions of temperature and pressure. So here answer is, most of the people will decompose sodium carbonate and calculate carbon dioxide, but not like that. At STP, sodium carbonate never undergo decomposition. So here answer will be 0. Have you understand this point? At STP, it is not possible to decompose sodium carbonate. STP में, so STP conditions में sodium carbonate को decompose नहीं कर पाएंगे. That's why answer will be 0. Right. Now, coming to our ninth question today. So, question number 9. Okay. Now listen carefully. 1 liter 1 liter of carbon dioxide is passed over red hot coke. 1 liter of carbon dioxide is passed over red hot coke to get 1.4 liters of 1.4 liters of product. See, 1 liter of carbon dioxide is passed over red hot coke to get 1.4 liters of product. Then find the volume of CO2 and CO in the products. Understand? 1 liter of carbon dioxide is passed over red hot coke to get 1.4 liters of product. Then find volume of CO2 and CO in the final product. Okay. Listen, all of you. Carbon dioxide reacts with coke. It gives rise to what? Carbon monoxide. So 1 mole carbon dioxide gives 2 moles of carbon monoxide. So 1 liter gives 2 liters. Understand? So 1 लीटर लेने से 2 लीटर आना चाहिए. कब आना चाहिए? ये रिएक्शन पूरा खत्म होने के बाद यू विल गेट 2 लीटर्स. पर यहाँ पे 1.4 लीटर्स प्रोडक्ट दिया है, मतलब रिएक्शन पूरा कंप्लीट नहीं हो रहा है. तो हाउ यू कैन सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन? सो इनिशियली 1 लीटर कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड दिया है, तो ये कोक है ना, कोक के लिए कुछ वॉल्यूम नहीं रहता है, ठीक. एंड इनिशियली देयर इज नो कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड, सो इसका वॉल्यूम 0 ले लो, ठीक है. एट द एंड ऑफ द रिएक्शन, नो, एट द एंड मतलब इट्स नॉट कंप्लीट रिएक्शन नॉट गिवन हियर. 1.4 लीटर्स ही दिया है ना, तो मैं क्या सोच रहा कि थोड़ा देर के बाद इसका वॉल्यूम 2x ले लो, एंड इसका वॉल्यूम क्या आएगा बेटा? 1 माइनस एक्स आएगा. और इनिशियली 1 लीटर ले लीजिएगा, और आफ्टर सम टाइम जो वॉल्यूम ऑफ CO मिला है वो 2x कर लो, क्योंकि 1 मोल गिव्स 2 मोल्स. सो x मोल्स, 1 मोल से x मोल कन्वर्ट हो गया, तो यहाँ पे 2x फॉर्म हो जाएगा. तो जितना कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड बचेगा वो 1 माइनस x होगा. तो देयरफॉर 1 माइनस x प्लस 2x इज इक्वल टू 1.4, राइट. तो अभी क्या आएगा बेटा? 1.1 प्लस x इज इक्वल टू 1.4. सो x इक्वल टू 1.4 माइनस 1, that equal to 0.4 liters. सो बेटा x वैल्यू 0.4 लीटर्स आ गया. Therefore, volume of CO formed, beta volume of CO formed is equal to 2x. So that equal to 2 into 0.4, that is 0.8 liters. 2 into 0.4, that can be 0.8 liters. And volume of CO2 left, अभी तो कुछ बचा है ना, 1 minus x. So 1 minus 0.4, that equal to 0.6 liters. So answers are 0.8 liters of carbon monoxide and 0.6 liters of carbon dioxide. Got it, all of you? So this is another question. Now today's last question, that's the 10th question, right? See, today's last question I want to give on limiting reagent. Okay, so you better to remember this limiting reagent. So limiting reagent matlab in a particular reaction, if one of the reactant is given in less amount, that is what we call limiting reagent. So you have to calculate the product formed is always in accordance with the limiting reagent. So let me try a question from this. See, for the example, this is our 10th question. For example, 32 grams of oxygen is reacted with 10 grams of hydrogen. Find the number of moles. Find the number of moles of water formed. Understand, 32 grams of oxygen is allowed to react with 10 grams of hydrogen. Find the number of moles of water is formed. Okay. So basic equation 2H2 plus O2 gives rise to kya? 2H2. So as per this equation, 32 grams of oxygen require how many grams of hydrogen? 4 grams of hydrogen. So 4 grams is sufficient. But given hydrogen is how much? But given hydrogen is 10 grams. So hydrogen excess weight दिया है. 4 ग्राम जरूरत है तो 10 ग्राम दिया तो ज्यादा दिया है. So hydrogen is excess. So therefore O2 is limiting reagent. समझ गया? Oxygen is limiting reagent. So now you can calculate the product with respect to oxygen. So how? See, 1 mole oxygen gives 2 moles of water. 1 mole oxygen gives 2 mole of water. Therefore, otherwise you can write like this instead of mole because I am given weight now. So 32 grams of oxygen reacts with hydrogen and gives 2 mole of water. So this will be the answer now. So 32 grams दिया है. 32 grams of oxygen हमेशा देते हैं 2 moles of water. Right? Okay. So like that हर दिन हम top 10 questions आपको पढ़ाएंगे. This is the model questions you can experience in NEET and as well as JEE mains. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much.